on your screen now. So this is the interface, the main interface of SPSS. So it is something or looks similar to Excel because they are in what we call, they have the common features, which is for data analysis. So this is the worksheet of SPSS, and to differentiate them, Excel is in green, okay, SPSS is in light blue, and we also have other kinds of software if we're talking about our lab on level 11 and 12, no, 10 and 11. We also have the PSPP, which is purple in color, and then we also have PASW, which is in black color. Okay, their purpose are the same, meaning that to analyze data. So the differences between SPSS and Microsoft Excel that you have used last semester or you have explored last semester is that, okay, the ability to conduct all these kind of analysis. But the difference is SPSS has a built-in syntax. Okay, maknanya formula-formula itu sudah pun ada di dalam SPSS. It comes with a package. Okay, compared to Excel, you kena download data analysis ribbon, data analysis toolpack dan sebagainya. Okay, the only analysis that you have not yet really go through is the reliability analysis. Okay, that is one of the analysis that Excel cannot perform. Excel tak boleh buat reliability analysis. It can only be done using SPSS. So I'm going to teach you that because we are going to conduct 5 different analysis. Ingat kita ada frequency analysis, kita ada descriptive analysis, reliability analysis, correlation analysis, and last but not least will be your multiple regression analysis. So the one on your screen will be the main interface, and you can see that the menu are almost the same. The tab on top of your screen is almost the same. We have the file edit view. Okay, only a few features that are different. For example, transform. We have the transform features. This is for you later on. I'm going to teach you how to compute a variable, how to recode, and then how to actually work on a missing value. Contohnya kalau responden nombor 8 tak jawab 2-3 soalan, so macam ni kita nak buat? Takkan kita nak buang soalan kan? Jadi kita boleh gunakan, tapi kita akan gunakan replace missing value approach. And then we have the analyze. So analyze here, you have all the kinds of analysis. We have the report, we have descriptive statistic, we also have the correlation, regression. Okay, we also have the reliability analysis, forecasting, or whatever. Okay, actually these are the same thing that you learned last semester. Okay, you dah belajar basic statistic, you dah belajar mathematical statistic, you dah belajar descriptive, inferential, and regression and trend lines. Okay, cuma beza kalau you perasan tadi dalam result tu, kalau you gunakan Microsoft Excel, you kena bahagi asing-asing you asing-asingkan dia tu tidak berlaku sebab dia akan keluar satu macam tu je. Tapi dalam SPSS nanti you tengok output dia asing. R-square lain, ANOVA lain, coefficient lain. Okay, so that one later kita akan tengok. Okay, and then we also have the chart builder graph, the chart builder, but I don't actually encourage you to go with this chart builder because it is quite difficult compared to Microsoft Excel, which perform a better chart compared to SPSS. Dari segi warna, dari segi featuresnya. Okay, so if you were to produce a chart, then I would advise you to go for Excel using pivot chart dan sebagainya, which is much more vibrant and good looking compared to this one. But anyway, I'm going to demonstrate to you as well on how to do this because we have different types of chart. Kita ada banyak chart ni sama je dengan apa yang fungsi, cuma beza dia agak rumit sikit berbanding dengan Excel. Excel lebih mudah. Okay, so on the worksheet, this is the worksheet, this is the data cell, okay, this is the cell, sama juga dengan Microsoft Excel. Okay, but SPSS ada 2 different folders. Okay, the one that you're looking now is called a data view editor. And the other folder, if you look at the bottom left of your screen, of the presentation screen, you can see the variable view folder. Can you see them? Nampak tak?
Yeah.
Nampak Okay, so this is the variable view. So talking about the variable view, so I'm going to create a variable, okay? So I'm not going to actually clear the data. Okay, this is the data already baking in, but I'm going to actually, show you how to create. So for example, katalah soalan pertama you ialah, okay, maybe you want to have like section A dulu lah, section A. Katalah you have the lokasi. Okay, location. Okay, can you see the location that I key in?
Yes.
Nampak So the moment I enter or I tap to the next column, okay, automatically the whole row will be activated. Okay, kesemua row tu akan diaktifkan. Okay, so this is the variable, meaning that if you have 10 questions, so there will be 10 variables. If you have 50 questions, so you will have like, of course 50. Automatic you akan ada sepanjang-panjang ni. Kalau 50 soalan, 50 sampai lah ke bawah ni semua. Okay, so that is on the ni. Okay, now let us look at one by one in terms of the column or the formatting. So this is location. So of course, for this analysis, we'll be using numbers, meaning that we will code the answer based on numbers. Okay, so you can choose here if you want to change. Instead of numbers, maybe you want to look at dollar, you want to look at custom currency, or maybe you want to look at words. Okay, Spss can also analyze narrative ataupun interview punya input daripada segi. So you just tukar daripada numeric kepada string saja. Okay, so in this case kita akan kekal numeric. And then the third column is the width. Kelebaran dia 8 is default. 8 tu default. 8 will be the default width for Spss. So you don't need to change this because 8 is just big enough. It is not 8 characters. It is something so big you cannot describe. And then we have the decimal column untuk titik perpuluhan. Kalau you tak suka, then you can reduce it to 0 or 1. Okay, and if you want more, then you can even have like, regardless how many decimal you want to see. But do remember one thing, the moment you modify this, for example, I put 0, so there will be no decimal on my data screen. Okay, but in the case that the numbers need a decimal, Spss will overrule your instruction and create the required decimal point needed. Walaupun you kata you tak nak decimal, tetapi sekiranya nombor itu memerlukan titik perpuluhan, jadi Spss akan overrule you punya arahan itu dan dia akan create titik perpuluhan yang diperlukan. Okay, the fifth column will be label. Okay, label is the only column. Okay, the only column where you can almost put anything, symbol or whatever. Okay, because it is there is no syntax, it is not a lock column. Satu-satunya column yang bebas. So boleh masukkan satu tesis dalam ni. Okay, kalau you tengok tempat lain, contohnya kat sini katalah saya type sini, nama saya. When I enter, no, illegal character. Because ada space. Jadi kalau saya nak masukkan juga nama saya tu, saya kena gunakan underscore. Dan barulah Spss menerima dia. Itu dia punya beza dia. Sama juga tempat-tempat lain semuanya ada syntax, ada formula. Jadi you cannot freely put anything that you want. Okay, so that is label. The only column or the only cells yang bebas. And then we have the value. Okay, the value. How to create the value? The value depends on the answer that you have already planned in your questionnaire. So in this case, for example, 1, Melaka. Okay. At 2, Johor. At 3, Negeri 9. Okay. And then you just click OK. So now Spss acknowledge there are 3 locations under your what we call selection or your answer selection. There will be 1, 2, 3. 1 representing Melaka, 2 Johor, 3 Negeri Sembilan. So if you use Likert scale, it will be something like this. Okay, 1 strongly disagree, 2 disagree, 3 neutral, 4 agree, 5 strongly agree. So that is how you create the value. And for gender, this is like this. 1 is male, 2 is female. Got me? Boleh tak?
Faham.
Faham Okay. And then we have the 7 column that will be on the missing value. So if you want to do it manually, you just click on the box. Okay, nampak tak radio button yang ada 3 titik tu? You just click that and then you can actually input the discrete missing value. So by convention, the discrete missing value is 9. 9 ya. 9. So when you key in your data, okay, when you key in your data, kalau you buat macam ni, you kena masukkan 9 pada setiap soalan yang tidak berjawab. Faham? Okay. But I'm not going to do this because I'm going to teach you on how to do it automatically using means substitution. So nanti saya akan tunjukkan. Right? So I'm going to close this. So I'm not going to do anything to the missing value. I'm going to leave it none. Okay. And then we have column. This is 8 column. Okay. Also big enough to actually support whatever that you want to put. And then we have alignment on column number 9. Okay, so this is the placement of the data nanti. Okay, placement of the data. So kalau you tak suka di kiri dan kanan, you letaklah center. Setengah orang dia tak suka tengok nombor tu terlampau rapat ke line. Macam ni kan, macam 8 ni nampak dia rapat ke line, jadi dia agak mengganggu. So they want it to be center. Okay, and then for the measurement, of course, we have this some location. It seems like your demographic, so you choose nominal. Okay, untuk Likert, you pilih scale. And then, once you dah ready siapkan semua, you go back to your data view. And now you can see location is already placed as one of the attributes serta variables. So now I'm going to key in the location. Okay. Can you see here, because I select a 0 decimal, jadi di dalam jawapan dalam key in ni tidak ada titik perpuluhan. Okay, tetapi kalau saya pergi balik ke variable view dan saya letakkan 2 titik perpuluhan, and then I will get something which is standard. Okay, looking like the other attributes atau variable yang saya dah buat. Okay, and then the placement, saya pergi balik ke ni, saya pilih center. Okay, and then I should get the same display as the previous attributes. Got that? Faham
Faham.
Jadi nombor di tepi ni, di sebelah kiri, the numbers on the left hand side, okay, that represents the number of respondents. Okay, and on top of the screen, okay, this benda ni di atas ni, this represents the attributes atau variable. Soalan Tapi kalau you pergi ke variable view, yang ini pula nombor mewakili soalan. Okay. So kalau you ada 15 soalan, 15 lah soalan ni you kena buat. Okay. And for the data, don't worry so much. Okay, because you are using my Google form. So you just download you punya response to dalam bentuk Excel. So you buka Excel contohnya, and then you just copy saja daripada Excel. Okay, and then you pergi ke Spss and then you click dan paste sahaja. Okay, so therefore you don't have to key in every single cell. Tapi make sure your output from the Google form dia ada timestamp. So you need to actually exclude the timestamp dan yang bukan-bukan tu dan ambil betul-betul mengikut soalan you sahaja dan juga jumlah responden yang ada. Okay, so you can actually copy and then paste from Excel to SPSS. So you will get this type. Sama juga di sini pun, you just, kalau you nak copy and paste, you just klik ni, copy. Okay, and then you drag, and then klik kanan, you paste saja. Okay, so you got that. Okay, clear? Okay, now I'm going to show you. So this is the thing that you need to prepare first. Maknanya you kena buka Spss nanti, you buat you punya variable dulu, and then you start to export ataupun import your data from Excel punya ni yang dibuat daripada Google Form. Okay, and then you are set and ready to analyze. So now I'm going just to show you a simple thing. So I'm going to click analyze, descriptive. So I'm going to produce some sort like a frequency. Okay. So I'm going to place it here. Everything is here. Okay, on the statistic radio button. So I'm going to select everything that you have learned before this. Okay, the mean, mode, median, and then sum, standard deviations, skewness, kurtosis, everything. And then charts, I'm going to prepare a pie chart, and then I'm just going to click continue. And then I'm just going to click OK. So this is not your part yet. You sediakan you punya data dulu. Next class kita akan buat sama-sama. Okay, so this is the output. Kejap I need to stop. Okay. So once I click analyze tadi, so another window will appear, which is called the output editor. Okay, so the output editor looks like this. Let me share with you. Okay, it will look something like this. Can you see the screen now?
Can, Doctor?
Okay. You can see here the frequency. You have the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, skewness, kurtosis, range, and everything is here. Okay. And then you have the frequency table here, the frequency and percentage. And then this is the chart that I chose just now, the pie chart. So this is how it looks like. Okay. And again, I will repeat myself that the chart in SPSS is not as vibrant and good looking like the one that you used to perform using Microsoft Excel. So therefore, if you were to produce a chart, I would suggest or I would advise you to go with Microsoft Excel. Okay, so you will get this kind of output. So this is called an output window. Okay, ataupun output editor. So it's just a matter of you select, okay, copy and paste in your report. Okay, but do remember due to the different platform or different background, so the font is slightly different. So you need to edit in your report menggunakan font yang you guna sama dengan yang you buat you punya write up. Alright, and then here is the log. Can you see this small book on the left hand side of the screen? These are the log. Meaning that what have you done, what are the analysis, okay, all are being recorded here. And if you happen that, okay, I don't want to see, this is wrong. So you want to remove, okay, so you don't want to see the pie chart and everything. So you just highlight and then you just cut. Okay, so SPSS will remove partial of the output that you don't want to see. Okay, so it is being recorded here. So one of the best thing about using SPSS version 21 and above is that whenever you start working or whenever you start doing your analysis, you just open the old output file and then SPSS will just continue the log. Okay, dia akan meneruskan. Ini yang saya buat pagi tadi. Okay, yang ini yang saya buat baru tadi. Okay, so dia akan sambung sahaja log di situ. Okay, and then you can even analyze from here. You don't have to go back to the data. You just go to ni, you just buat macam biasa saja, descriptive katalah, okay, you just remove this, okay, and then this three, okay, the option is there, what you want to see, just continue, and then just click okay, without having looking at your data. Okay, because SPSS will acknowledge the use of data tu, data daripada mana, dan dia akan matchmaking kan. But provided you open the data is active lah, then dia akan bekerja dengan data tu. So it's just a matter of you understanding on what to analyze and how to analyze it. So that is basically about the introduction of SPSS. So hopefully next class I'll be doing the data screening with you, and I'll also be teaching you some of the tips and tricks of SPSS. And later then we will conduct the whole analysis, and it will tremendously help the progress of your report. So I'm going to stop here, and I hope that you can spend some time to make sure that you have already keyed in your data before we met again. And for those who already have your data with you, you can start right away. Okay, and if you happen to have any issues or problem with regards to your data, please let me know. And if you want to assist me prior to our class with regards to the analysis also, please let me know. Okay, kalau you perlukan bantuan, bagi tahu saja. Tapi if you want to analyze your data, please make sure, if you want my assistance, please make sure you are in front of the screen. Okay, so that I can navigate you through the screen. InsyaAllah, Pakcik kalau tengah drive pun, Pakcik boleh lagi navigate SPSS untuk korang. Okay, yang penting korang depan screen. Jangan korang pun tengah drive, Pakcik tengah drive. So tak ada hasil dia. Jadi contohnya you tengah buat, okay, you start, okay, you can just call me while having your facing the screen, okay, what need to be done, then I will instruct you from there. So you boleh buat analisa tu. Okay guys, so happy exploring. For those who have not yet used SPSS before, it is something that is very interesting. Later you can see the difference between what you have learned last semester and this semester, and of course the analysis is similar but the approach is different. Okay, with that remarks, thank you very much for attending the class. I hope you refresh